Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the post-game fan interactive show. Yes, Liverpool won, Arsenal won. You guys can have your say on that one. If you're one of our Redmen Plus Legend subscribers, you can use the Discord. If you're one of our YouTube members, you can use the live chat as well. If you're over on the social media, there's a tweet that you can reply to as well, asking for your thoughts. I'll start with one of our live chats from Diane Butler. Diane says, hard-fought game, but we'll take the point. Massively impressed with Gomez when he came on, though I'm worried for Tsimikas. Yeah, we go again Tuesday. There's a lot to go through there, but listen, take the point is one of the, it's like, maybe, but Liverpool had the biggest chance to win, and obviously Trent's miss wasn't was the moment for Liverpool to win that game. I agree, Gomez played well when he came on for the most part, did well attacking-wise, nearly scored, dealt with Salah probably as best as you can. He's a good player, he's always going to have moments. Yeah, shame Kostas injury. It looks like a bad one, that one as well. I'm seeing on social media there's a lot of like ups and downs about 2 draws in a couple of games. Is it a good result? Is it bad? I don't know. Liverpool played 2 games. You want to win at Anfield, don't you? You want to win at Anfield, and you want to lose. You want to win at Anfield and maybe take points on the road if you can. So Liverpool are going to have to go to the Emirates and do something there. Liverpool go into Christmas 1 point off top. I think if they've offered us that, we probably would have all took it. But yeah, it was take the point, I guess, given how we started, I suppose, as well. But yeah, it could have been so much more. Michael says Gomez are going to score this season. I can see it. And how the hell did Trent miss that chance? Gomez probably would have scored. I think if I could have picked anyone on the pitch for Salah to lay that ball into in that right-hand channel, I think I'd have picked Trent. It does just bounce up as he's about to hit it. I understand that, but yeah, it's almost like I don't want to take his eye off it, or I don't know. He knows more about striking a ball than I'll ever know. So who am I? But like, that's got to go in. Simple, like you're 5-on-1 or whatever it was, you've got to go in. Arsenal centre-backs both played very well. They were caught out there. Liverpool should have scored. Arsenal got away with one. It is what it is. Nah, it just says very disappointing. But on a positive note, we're starting to look like the real deal. See, the very disappointing, it's like, is it? Maybe, I suppose. I'm not that. We are, Liverpool are definitely in the title race, that's for sure. There wasn't much between those two sides today. It's a good result for Arsenal coming to Anfield and not losing. But yeah, Liverpool are certainly in this race until they're not. Talking ball says our forwards have looked lacklustre for a while now, and our late winning luck has been run out. If it wasn't for a piece of brilliance, we would have been lucky to snatch a point. See, I don't think you can say we've been lacklustre and then say the piece of brilliance. It's a bit of both. I don't think we use Salah enough, actually. He had Zinchenko. I'm not quite sure why the manager moved him out again. Maybe it was the Diaz injury that changed their mind. I don't know, but I didn't feel like Salah going centrally worked. I think he had Zinchenko on toast. It was brilliant from Mo Salah. It was a brilliant goal. Zinchenko always struggles against Salah. It's a real problem for him. I was surprised we took him away, but it was a brilliant goal. It was a brilliant goal to equalise after what was a very, very shoddy first goal that Liverpool conceded. Let's have a little look. Kyle in the Discord says Gomez and Konate were immense. I take more positives out of it than the United game, despite both being draws. My worry is our goals, and Diaz is having a below season. Gakpo, Nunes, Salah would be the front three I would go for. Okay. Konate didn't do a great for their goal, but I think he recovered well, and he did in the end. Had a really strong second half to the game. Let's have a little look. Scottish Red says, Steve, we can't be really disappointed. I'm happy to see us play in this way, just not capitalising on the opportunities, but they will come. Like I say, Liverpool, I don't think they started the game well. I think by the second half they were in control a little bit. Arsenal got a stranglehold. It was a very even game. It was as simple as that. We're in the hunt. Liverpool are certainly in it. That's where we're at. Quadbods, Happy Christmas says, we're second, haven't lost a proper game since August, and having 2 points a game in the league, and we have at least fierce teams out for a long time. We've rebuilt our home midfield. I'm fine with this, thanks. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Quadbod, as well. Let's have a little look. Connor just says with the super chat, what a game it was. It was 2 high quality games. This is like what old top of the league clashes used to be, a little bit like end-to-end action, controversy. I think Liverpool definitely should have had a penalty. But then we should break sometimes. A bad injury for Kostas. There was a lot going on. There was a lot to dissect, wasn't there? Veronica says, a great goal by Salah. I hope Kostas and Lewis will be okay. Bling on the claret on Tuesday. Yeah, Diaz went off with a whack to his knee. Hopefully it was just an impact thing. Burnley will be happy. They just got a win against Fulham away, so they'll be bouncing as well. Liverpool need to go to Burnley and win, and then we'll see what everyone else does. But that'll make things slightly better. I'll be shocked if Kostas is ready. I think that could be a long one. Look, I think he might have done his collarbone or something there. Fingers crossed. He hasn't. Dave says, Tsimikas' injury might force us into defensive strengthening in January. I'm still holding out hope on Inacio personally. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Liverpool have lost both left backs now one to a shoulder, one maybe to a shoulder / collarbone. Gomez did fine there, and he's going to have to play there. He'll play there on Tuesday. He might have to play there against Newcastle, and we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, potentially they might go into the market for a defender. I don't know. No Matip as well. It's interesting. We'll see what they do. A left back who can play centre back. Maybe we were all crying out for it in the summer, or a centre back who can play left back. We'll see. We'll know more about Kostas as and when the scans and all stuff have come in. Let's have a little look elsewhere. Bruce. Endo didn't look out of place and he bossed it. I think playing Salah in the centre neutered him. I think Jones on the left wing and Nunes centrally with Elliott in midfield would have kept the balance. Endo, I think, was Liverpool's best player. I'll do the player rankings later. I'm probably going to have him quite high. I thought he was exceptional. He had a really, really strong game. I agree on the Salah thing. I don't think putting him this. I don't know why Jürgen decided to take him away from Zinchenko. Again, it might have been that wasn't the plan until the injury to Diaz. I don't know what Jürgen's thinking was. But I didn't like the fact that he went centrally. You could have done Salah stayed on the right, Darwin could have went up front, you could have threw Elliott out on the left, you could have put Szoboszlai or Jones, like you said, on the left. I think we just put Salah right in between Gabriel and Saliba, who are two very good defenders. Both of them had a really strong game. I thought all four centre-backs for the most part were really good. I thought Konate had a bit of a wobble on the first goal, but I agree, I don't know what Jürgen's thinking was, other than maybe it was just a need must with the injury. Scottish Red, Steve, I agree that this is the toughest Premier League for a good few years. 85 points could do it. Certainly 85 to 90, I would agree with that. I don't think you're going to get someone run away with 95, 97 points like we've seen in the past. Yeah, so I probably would agree with that one. James Lim says we should have won. Trent missed the sitter and we could have had a pen. Yeah, now the pen would have been before the goal and all that kind of stuff, so butterfly effect. But yeah, Trent had to score. He'll be devastated. You could tell at the end of the game he was absolutely devastated as well. Because yeah, Liverpool are... They could have done with the points. Could they have been top? Could have got themselves top at Christmas. Got themselves a little buffer. They're going to lose players to AFCON and the Asia Cup in a few weeks' time as well. So, yeah, there's 2 more games I think before that happens. They're going to have to win. Definitely going to have to beat Burnley and hopefully beat Newcastle at home. But not great. Let's have a little look. I'll go over to the social media in a second. Nigel says, before the match, I said we'll know in 90 minutes if we're the real deal. My view after the game is we most definitely will be the real deal starting today. I think, listen, Liverpool and Arsenal are very, 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 very equal. There's a point difference between them. Now, Arsenal will be happy. They've got Anfield out the way. They still have to go to the Etihad. Liverpool have been the Etihad and not lost. It's miles, yeah. There's half a season to go, but Liverpool are in the mix. Liverpool are definitely in the mix. And when we listened in the summer, we didn't know what Liverpool would be. Were they title contenders? Were they top 4 battling? Were they worst? And no one knew. They're definitely in a title race. That's all you can say from now. Let's go into the Twitter, see what people are saying. Let's have a little look who we've got. Dan says, we missed Jota more than people realise. Pound for pound, our best attacker. Every other aspect was brilliant when you think about it. Arsenal are supposedly the best thing since sliced bread, and 4 months into a rebuild, we're already there with them. And I see that, yeah, it's a fair point. This is Arsenal's time. They had their team yesterday, and then they set base camp last season, and this is their chance to go and get the title this year. That's their plan, and they are definitely in the mix. They're a very good team. Liverpool have rebuilt it in, like you say, rebuilt the team really in summer, and they're equal to them. So I think it's a good point. It's very good perspective from Dan. I think it's a fair point. Arsenal are really, really good. Absolutely, but Liverpool are there with them. And we saw today, there's not too much between these two teams. Let's have a little look. Good game, says Dobby. We dominated the second half. We were unlucky not to score. Still a long way to go. Only 1 point off the top. Yeah, Liverpool better in the second half, absolutely. Arsenal was still a threat on the break. Had a couple of chances, a couple of big blocks from Konate, etc. But yeah, there's a long way to go. And Liverpool tend to get better. We'll see how it all pans out. See how that one all goes. This is an interesting one. Liverpool lost an unacceptable 4 points against United and Arsenal at home. Whoever wants to be champion can't let this happen. Okay, says Morocco. I see your points. I think the Man United ones are very disappointing. I don't think draw with Arsenal's the end of the world, if I'm honest with you. The United one was a poor one. Liverpool would have wanted to win today, obviously, of course. They would have had the chance to, which is disappointing. But yeah, excuse me. I see your point. More so the United one than today. Let's have a little look. Scotty says, we went toe-to-toe with a squad that's at their peak and we're still in a phase of a rebuild and have a team out injured. And yeah, I would go along with that, absolutely. There's plenty more to come from Liverpool, that is for sure. Let's see, James says, Arsenal's weakness and the thing that might stop them winning the league is Zinchenko. There's an Arsenal record in big games this season is pretty good, so we'll see. But yeah, they've got to continue this all the way through, and Liverpool need to keep pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. I always said, if you get in the title, you can get rid of City, which we haven't. City are still there, by the way. Don't rule them out yet. And get yourselves in the title race with Arsenal in springtime. Bite your hand off for it. I'd bite your hand off for it. If they could beat us, of course they could. But they've shown last year they can fall away. Liverpool tend to end seasons strong, so get us in that race with them, and we'll see how we're at down the line. Let's have a little look. Let's see. Enzo was brilliant today, says James. Yeah, I would agree with that one. So does Jake. He was imperious, and I would tend to agree as well. Thought he was really, really good. Let's have a little look at what else we've got on the old Twitter. I don't usually tend to do this, but we've got an Arsenal fan here called Martinelli's Whip. Nice name. It was fair. Both teams were very good. Imperious. I hope one of us wins it this year and ends Man City's corruption earlier than it will eventually end. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If it's not going to be us, maybe it can be Arsenal. I think maybe Arsenal fans are thinking the similar thing. Let's have a little look. Brett says, we're wasteful again. These are 6-point games that win titles. We'll have a portion of our fan base cheering that we're second. Brett, it's Christmas, cheer up. No one's cheering that we're second. I don't think a draw with Arsenal's a terrible result, I'll be honest. I wanted to win, and they probably could have won. I think the Man United draw was a bad one. And I think maybe that's what the follow-on effect, but them's the breaks. James says we're going to miss Endo when he goes to the Asia Cup. Yeah, hopefully they have Alexis McAllister back by then, because they're going to need him. That is for certain. Dave says, I think the Darwin, Gakpo, Salah could be our best forward trio. I want to see more of that lineup. Yeah, potentially wouldn't be shocked if we saw that against Burnley, given that Diaz went off with a bit of a knock as well. And that obviously, Salah will always play. He's going to play both games before he goes. Gakpo and Darwin didn't play 90 minutes, so I think you're probably going to see that on Tuesday afternoon, Dave, if truth be told. I think that's probably, you're going to get your wish there. Let's have a look back to the Discord. Scott says, let's get Christmas out the way, beat Burnley and get Diogo and Robbo, Bajcetic and Thiago, maybe Diaz and McAllister back, and we're going to be stronger. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Liverpool need to go and beat Burnley. That is for certain. Let's have a little look who else we've got. I'll go over back to the socials, see what people are saying on the old Twitter, because everyone loves a moan on Twitter. Is there any good ones or any bad ones? Let's have a little look. James says, not a terrible result with the points against the leaders, but it still feels like a defeat. Missed a good opportunity to make a statement today and return to the top. The injuries to Tsimikas and Diaz leave the squad thin on the ground. Yeah, we'll get where Diaz one, hopefully it wasn't too bad. It looked like he just clashed knees with Saka, fingers crossed, but you never know with us. The Kostas one wasn't great. It was dirty from Saka, actually. He doesn't mean to injure him, but he does he knows what he's doing. He's giving him a nudge. He wants to send them flying, so fingers crossed it's not too bad, but it didn't look fantastic. Stephen, I'm looking forward to Arsenal releasing a statement about the standard of refereeing in the Premier League after Odegaard's handball. Yeah, listen, it was so early, things change. If that isn't handball, I don't know what is. It just is. Arsenal got away with one. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. It was a stinker. I can understand the ref not giving it. I've got no idea why VAR didn't, if truth be told. I thought it was a bad decision. Let's have a little look who else we've got. Esham says, I thought Endo was amazing. He was a very astute signing. Yeah, he was. I think he was the best player. And we'll go through that on the player ranking show a little bit later on. Let's see what else we've got. Steve looks at it, says, we'd be running away with the league if we weren't so wasteful. Luton, Brighton, United Arsenal draws that he probably could have won. Yeah, fair enough. It's fair to say we're still in it, but we could be far ahead. I think everyone will be saying that at this stage. To be honest with you, the scare, it's if someone can click. Can someone click and get themselves on a big run and go away with it? Because it's there for somebody. Maybe it's Liverpool. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But you are right. At times, though, draws can kill you. And Liverpool have had probably too many draws. We'll see. We'll see down the line. Let's have a little look. Dan says the subs absolutely killed us. Yeah, I didn't like the subs. I thought Gravenberch was poor when he came on. Elliott was decent, I can't say much. Moving Salah didn't really make too much sense to me as well. It was that one, really. I thought Núñez looked bright. I think he probably should start. I thought Gravenberch was poor, actually, and Jones was decent enough, and I think that one didn't do us any favours. Gravenberch, I think, is a good player, and he's had good moments at Liverpool, but his form looks up and down at the minute. He wasn't a positive impact when he came on. He was a net negative, unfortunately. Jones was better than him. Maybe Curtis, we don't know where he's at physically. We never know all these things, do we? He might only have an hour in them. Jaeger wants to freshen things up, yada. Gravenberch wasn't good. He gave the ball away too much. His touch was poor. Unlike him, if truth be told, but yeah, he wasn't good. He didn't make a good impact off the bench. Yeah, which JR says as well. And Ibu and Endo had great games. The Ryan sub for Curtis was wasteful. Yeah, Canate, like I said, I don't think he's great for their goal. From that moment on, I thought he was excellent. He dealt well with Martinelli. He dealt well with the threat of Arsenal for the most part. A couple of big blocks that Liverpool probably needed at the time. So yeah, I think you're right. Let's have a little look. Salah looks burnt out and Jones should have stayed on. Interesting. Salah looks, I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe that's why they put him up front. They didn't think he could run. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, Frankie says, yeah, he kept giving the ball away about Gravenberch. I would agree, Frankie. It wasn't great from him, was it? It wasn't a good sub-appearance from him. But all in all, then, I'll start wrapping it up there, guys. I think just want to let you all know about our new Redmen Plus show here. So starting tomorrow, I'll count down at the top 50 Premier League... Sorry, the 50 greatest Liverpool signings of all time. That's what's called, the 50 greatest Liverpool signings of all time. It's available part 1 on Christmas Eve, part 2 available on Christmas Day. If you want to sign up to Redmen Plus and you haven't already, if you sign up as a yearly captain and use the code 50, F-I-F-T-Y, the promo code 50, F-I-F-T-Y, you'll get 50% off a yearly captain subscription for the first year of your subscription. So yeah, F-I-F-T-Y, go and sign up. You can watch that show on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day, save it for a few days down the line, this little middle period when we're all having a bit of a break. Get yourselves involved with that one. Thank you so much for joining us for the show. Come and join us again very, very shortly for the player ranking show over at the board. Thank you, and I'll see you all in a minute.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the content today. If you want to get your name in and amongst these wonderful people, then head to redmenplus.com. Join as a Legend tier subscriber. You're going to get free merchandise codes. You're going to get in our Discord, and you're going to get your name at the end of YouTube videos. Yes, redmenplus.com, Legend tier status.